Hello guys, welcome back to another video of mine. This is your match preview for Rennes versus Chelsea in the Champions League tonight. Kick-off a bit earlier than normal, 5 to 6 kick-off. And this is our fourth group game, so after this we will only have two left. And we can qualify tonight if we win and Sevilla beat Krasnodar tonight. Both us and Sevilla will qualify for the knockout stages, which I think we really need to do because not only us, but teams in general all over the world have such a congested fixture list just because of, the pandemic and everything, and because, all the ins and outs of that means the fixtures, and because there's so many competitions, games have to be played, as soon as possible, which means, a very congested fixture list and a schedule, and especially, the Christmas kind of the winter schedule is always tough, even in a normal world, but with, COVID and the pandemic and everything, it's only gotten busier. So I think we could really do tonight with, winning the game, securing qualification, and then for the game against Sevilla in our next group game and then our last group game against Krasnodar, we can rest players and then keep and we can keep our first 11 for, the more important games, for the likes of Tottenham at the weekend, and then for Premier League games that are to come within the next month or so. So, yeah, as I said, we're playing Rennes tonight. Now, we beat Rennes in the reverse fixture 3-0. 3-0 was a little bit harsh, I think, on Rennes, because I think they did, play relatively well, and they were down to 10 men for the majority of the game. So, it's difficult to play with 10 men against any team, let alone us. So, I don't think it was a fair reflection on the game, and I do feel that tonight will be that bit more difficult. One of those reasons being is that Rennes have Camavinga back. Now, Camavinga is he's only 17 years old, but he's been picked for the French squad, which shows he's very good. He's one of the most talented youngsters that are out there in world football. And as I said, the fact that he's only 17 is, still, mind-blowing to myself. Makes me feel old, and I'm only 21. But, he is going to be a threat tonight, so we have to keep an eye on that. And, Rennes have had, they've had a poor start to the season. They're 7th in Ligue 1. It's a bit of a drop-off from them. They've been used to kind of finishing in and around, the top 4, top 6. I know it's only early on the season, but they've had a couple of poor results. They lost at the weekend to Bordeaux at home. Bordeaux are around the bottom of the table, so it was a bit of a shock for them. And, they haven't won a game in the Champions League either. They've only got 1 point from their 3 games. As I mentioned earlier, we beat them in the last game. They also lost to Sevilla, and they only got a point off Krasnodar, so they've made a poor start to the group. And, they do need to beat us tonight if they're to have any chance of qualifying. But we don't want that. We want us to get through. We want us to secure qualification, as I just mentioned, as quick as we can. And in doing that, we have to pick the right team. Now, I'm going to run you through the team news. Frank Lampard had his press conference with Mason Mount yesterday. Now, Frank Lampard said it's almost a fully fit squad. Thiago Silva is back. He travelled with the squad. He was rested against Newcastle. And Kai Havertz is back in the squad. He's back, he's been training the last couple of days after, completing his self-isolation period after testing positive for coronavirus. So he's back, he will travel. I don't think he'll start the game. He'll probably come on with maybe 20 minutes left just to get, some minutes in the tank. So, but it's good to have him back. Christian Pulisic is still not fully fit. He has stepped up his training, Frank Lampard has said, but this game just comes a bit too early, and I do think we probably need him that bit more for Tottenham on Sunday rather than this game. So I don't mind that too much. Other than that, everyone else is fully fit, ready to go, and we have the rest of the squad available for tonight's game. So I'm going to run you through the starting 11 that I would like to see. So in goal, I'm going to mention I would like to see some changes to the squad. I don't want a complete turnaround because, we're on such a good run of form with, the kind of set squad that we have. And to change it up completely would, take away the kind of, it would take away all the gelling that we've done. And it would kind of take away the kind of, not motivation, but it would take away the, good run that we're in, the good spirit that we're in, and just, I think for any team that's playing well and winning games, it's hard to change it up all that much because, if it's not broken, you don't fix it. So with that in mind, I'm going to run you through the 11 that I would like to see play. So in goal, Edouard Mendy, back to his old club. This is his first time going back since he left. He's our first choice keeper. There's no reason to change him in goal. Now, right back, Reece James had a little bit of a a knock, I think, after the Newcastle game. He went down once or twice. I don't think it's not an injury. It's just more, do we really need to risk him for this game? So I would go Azpilicueta at right back. I think we'll need Reece James a whole lot more against Spurs than tonight. So I would go at Azpilicueta at right back. Centre back, I'd bring in Thiago Silva. We're going to need Thiago Silva on Sunday, but I think we have 4 days to prepare for Spurs after this game. So I think that would be, enough for Thiago Silva to play both tonight and on Sunday. So I would go with him. Also go with Kurt Zouma. Kurt Zouma's as fit as a fiddle. He's an absolute beast. He will play tonight, and I think that centre-back pairing has worked wonders for us so far this season. So I will go with those two at centre-back. Left-back, I would go with Emerson. I think obviously we need to be mindful with Chilwell because he did pick up an injury on international duty with England. Had a bit of a back injury. He played almost the full game against Newcastle at the weekend. So I do think we need to keep an eye on him and make sure he's okay for Tottenham on Sunday. So I would go with Emerson on. I will go with Emerson tonight. Alonso did travel, but I'm very sick of Alonso, so I go with Emerson. Midfield three, I would go with N'Golo Kante. Similar to Kurt Zouma, N'Golo Kante is just a machine. He could run for 3 years straight and still not be tired. So I would go with him. I'd go with the same middle three that played against Newcastle. So as I mentioned, Kante, Kovacic, and Mount. And if we're winning the game comfortably, with the game coming to its end, we can always take them off anyway and, wrap them in cotton wool. So I'd go with that. Midfield three. Front three, again, I'd make no changes. Maybe stick Werner up front and put Hudson-Odoi on the left. But, again, that front three has been in such good form that it's very, very hard to change them. So I would personally like to see that front three start again. So that's Hakim Ziyech on the right, Timo Werner on the left, and Tammy Abraham up front. Now, my prediction for the game. Now, obviously, I've mentioned a couple of times, we beat Rennes comfortably in this game. At home, we are the favourites. We have the stronger team. We're in better form. All the signs are pointing to a Chelsea win. But, when it was 11v11 against Rennes, albeit it was for a very short time, it was a tight game. So... and it will be 11 against 11 tonight, barring another red card for them or for us. So it will be a tough game, especially now that we're away from home. And as I mentioned earlier, they have Camavinga back. They are still missing some key players. I think they've Daniele Rugani, who's on loan from Juventus. He's missing. The left-back who got sent off in this game at Stamford Bridge, Dalbert, he's missing as well. So they're still missing some key players. So we really should win this game. And I got my prediction right for the Newcastle game. I said we beat Newcastle 2-0 and we did. So hopefully I'll come up trumps again. And I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with the same scoreline. So I'm going to say 2-0 to Chelsea again. And hopefully that comes true. And hopefully we can get the game wrapped up way before the latter stage of the game, so we can start taking players off and resting them for the Spurs game on Sunday. So yeah, that's all for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please drop it a like and subscribe if you're new around here or you enjoy the content. And I'll have the review for the game out on, today's Tuesday. I will have it out on Thursday. And also what I wanted to say was I'm going to get my video, I mentioned it in the Newcastle review, in regards to the whole revenge porn situation that's going on at the moment in Ireland. I want to make a video on that. And, because we have, it's rare to have a couple of days between Chelsea matches, I am able to get this video out during the week. So I will try and I will get the review out on Thursday, and then I will have that video about the revenge porn situation. I will have that out on Friday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, as I said, I will see you for the review on Thursday. So see you then, guys, and take care.